Hi, in this video we'd like to show you how ERA's sustainability module can be configured to meet your corporate and site-specific sustainability reporting needs and capabilities. The module is configurable and scalable for long-term flexibility to ensure that your company can continue to grow and innovate. Your sustainability management solution needs to be sustainable and allow for seamless change over time. ERA has developed a sustainability module based on a flexible growth strategy, allowing your organization to grow while tracking your parameters as your goals and targets change. The module comes with a predefined library of sustainability parameters compiled from various sustainability standards such as SASB, CDP, GRI, and others. Additionally, the library contains emission factors for quantifying emissions from various sources based on regional, federal, and global published emission factors. You can also introduce any site-specific or company-specific emission factors to the system to ensure continuity with your reporting. To help ensure long-term flexibility and scalability, the module configuration includes a master sustainability parameter page, which is easily modifiable and maintainable by your staff. This ensures that end users will only see parameters applicable to and required by their site for tracking, helping to streamline and simplify data entry. Finally, for ongoing data entry, information can be loaded either through automated imports or by using a simple custom data entry form, which is designed to be used specifically for each site and location. This form, pulled automatically, loads from the master to ensure that only required parameters will be visible for data input. To streamline the initial setup, the system will present leading qualitative sample questions for your business unit, group, or facility site to ensure that you have considered parameters to track. Some examples include: will your company track and calculate Scope 1 and/or Scope 2 emissions? Will your company track cost or revenue associated with any sustainability metrics? Based on these responses, a series of quantitative questions will appear. This simple questionnaire will ensure that your system is configured to correctly capture all required metrics for your sustainability reporting. Now let's take a look at a short demo to see how the sustainability module functions within ERA.
In this video, we'd like to show how the sustainability module can be configured to meet your corporate and site-specific sustainability reporting needs and capabilities. The module is fully configurable and scalable for long-term flexibility to ensure that your company can continue to grow and innovate. First, let's take a look at how you can set up master facility standard attributes to define for each facility and each site the specific sustainability attributes that will be tracked and recorded. You can see here in this grid view that each site has a different listing of attributes based on what the facility can and should be tracking. If we want to take a closer look at one specific facility, such as Delhi, we can see that there are 5 attributes currently tracked and can see the factors for each. Let's take a closer look at purchased electricity. Here we can see that the metric is defined based on whether it's active and with a valid as of date, which is used for revision tracking if there are any changes over time. It's important to note that even though this is focused on environmental sustainability, there are also options for social and/or governance sustainability metrics based on what is needed to be tracked. Here for purchased electricity, we can see that this is tracked based on a pollutant for CO2, although others could be included here as well. And the emission factor is defined with a unit of measure, which will be defaulted at the time of data entry for the facility. It's important to note that all emissions are calculated based on the usage that's entered into the system, and that feeds directly into sustainability reports. Now that we've seen how the master table can be preset to load attributes specific for each facility, let's see how that translates at the facility level for data entry. Here at the monthly sustainability metrics, I can click on Add New to load in new data for a given month and year. I can select the facility for which I need to load the data. and enter in the sustainability matrix name based on what we had chosen in the previous selection. The employee name is going to be auto-loaded based on the user that's currently logged in, and I can select the year and the month for the data that will be entered. From here, when we click on Load Facility Metrics, this is going to preload all of the data that was set up in the step for the master to ensure that only the information needed for this facility will be populated here for the site to fill out. This is a dynamic table which is based on the master and shows specifically what is applicable for the site and allows you to make changes over time if this is going to be modified. From here, the user can enter in the metric value based on whatever it is that would be applicable for the month and the year. And similarly, they can change the unit as needed and enter in cost, earnings, currency, and additional comments and information as needed. Once this is complete, the user can save their changes and then load in the complete and close, which will store the data permanently and feed into KPIs and graphical reports. As data is loaded for each facility, that will be automatically reflected on a dashboard, which can be configured per user based on the user role, whether at a corporate level or facility specific. You can see here on the dashboard, we have different graphical widgets that are displayed, as well as shortcuts to get where we need to go in the system. Looking at some of the configuration options for the graphics here, you can see that if we edit data on this graph, you can change the type of chart that we see based on the option needed, and we can also modify display settings such as the color, as well as axis labels and precision. As everything is saved, this is going to be automatically updated on the dashboard, and each graph here can be configured based on specifics for reporting based on different sustainability requirements and different site-specific goals and metrics.